In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you two examples of solving an absolute value equation. In our first example, which is the easier one, it says to solve the absolute value. The purple vertical bars right here are the absolute value symbols. We're taking the absolute value of an unknown variable, unknown value w, and that answer has to be equal to 6. So we're going to go ahead and follow our two cases. In case 1, the expression inside the absolute value symbol is positive or 0. What that means is you take the expression inside your absolute value bars and it's going to be equal to the positive of this value. So case 1 is simply w equals 6. Case 2, we're going to take the value within your absolute value bars and then make it equal to a negative value of this. So case 2 is w equals negative 6. Now that's a very simple question and we've pretty much arrived at our answer. And I'm going to go ahead and show you why that works. So let's go ahead and check. When you check, you take your answers and you substitute it back into the original problem. So let's see what happens. If I take the absolute value of positive 6, that value is 6 and that checks out. If I check my other answer of negative 6, you replace negative 6 in for the value of, or the variable w. The absolute value of negative 6 is 6, and so this also checks out. That's why there are two answers for this sample question. Let's move on to something a little bit more complicated. Our next question, we're trying to solve the absolute value of 2w minus 4 is equal to 8. So already we should know that whatever this value is inside your absolute value has to be equal to 8 when you take the absolute values. So in case 1, the expression inside your absolute value bars will be equal to its positive value, the positive 8 value. In case 2, it's going to be set up so that way the expression inside your absolute value bars are equal to its negative value. Let's go ahead and try to solve both of these multi-step equations. First step, we're going to add 4 to both sides because we're trying to isolate 2w. Notice how 2w is by itself. Next, we're trying to isolate w. What do we have to do to isolate w? Divide by 2. Our final answer for w is 6. Let's solve case 2. We're going to add 4 to each side, just like what we did in case 1. We get 2w is equal to negative 4. We still have to isolate w, so we're again going to divide by 2. And our solution here for case 2 is w equals negative 2. Now let's go ahead and check that these two answers are correct. Substitute 6 in for the value of w. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. The absolute value of positive 8 is 8. That checked out. Let's check with negative 2. Replace negative 2 in for w. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. The absolute value of negative 8 is 8. So I just verbalized how the check worked for both of our answers. I did not show it, I just verbalized it. I hope that helped.